Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well and keeping up with your training, because as plenty of us are well aware of now, Cobra Kai Season 4 left off with plenty of different unanswered questions that we're so desperate to find out the answers for. And one in particular that's been on my mind a while, that's been stirring up quite a bit of conversation, is the question of what exactly is going to happen to Kreese in the next installment of the show. To recap just a little bit, at first Terry Silver didn't want to get involved back in Cobra Kai to resurface the old drama, but Kreese just kept on making it his mission to continue to push him. And when Terry finally did come back to the dojo, Kreese kept on trying to change him to make him a more brutal sensei like he is, and even went as far as to threaten Silver for questioning his methods. Once those threats finally did push Terry to go to the extreme like he thought Kreese wanted, Kreese then flip-flopped on his opinions and beliefs because Terry's plans involved the violence against Johnny. And even after all that he's done for Kreese thus far, Terry was beside himself and was deciding what to do next to get Kreese's approval and finally prove his loyalty to him. But then Stingray showed up and brought Silver to the shocking realization that he no longer needed to prove anything to Kreese, he just needed to shed his weakness and everything would be better. And it was of course later revealed in the season finale that Silver's weakness was Kreese himself.
Because everyone has a weakness, John. And mine is you.
You think that I'm your weakness? Well, you've got it backwards, because I am your strength.
From there, we learned that Silver forced Stingray to blame Kreese for beating the holy hell out of him, when in actuality it was all Silver's doing. Next thing we know, the cops show up at Silver and Kreese's post-tournament fireside champagne meetup type deal right after they're crowned as champions of the valley, and they arrest Kreese for aggravated assault and attempted murder. And of course, as season 4 came to a close, it didn't look good for Kreese. So that begs the question of where exactly does Kreese's story go from here? Because if you look at it from our point of view, he's pretty screwed, at least at first. Because if Silver does go after Johnny, which you all know he probably will after he promised it, and then Daniel LaRusso and Eagle Fang Miyagi-Do, they're all surely going to come to support and defend Johnny, you know? But when you look at where Kreese is sitting from, his entire existence revolves around Cobra Kai and Cobra Kai only.
You're gonna regret this. I am Cobra Kai.
He doesn't exactly have a ton of allies to come and support him and save him from prison. So now with Kreese actually being in jail, what exactly is going to happen to him? I can realistically see two options here playing out. One being someone convinces Stingray to do the right thing and tell the cops that Silver's the one who beat him and left him for dead. Now to some, this may feel like a long shot, but I definitely think it's possible. I feel like they wouldn't bring back a recognizable face like Stingray back, just have him not finally come clean. Don't get me wrong, it is clear that Stingray does care about being in Cobra Kai. Even though he may not be too happy with Kreese for rejecting him, you can easily tell that there's a sense of remorse in his voice and his face when he rats Kreese out to the detectives. Like I said before, it could be a long shot, but I still think Stingray coming clean could play a key factor to Kreese being free from prison. Now for the second option, and the much more realistic one in my opinion, I could see Tori continuing to grow a conscience, and since seeing Kreese helped her out so much in the past few seasons, I could see her eventually, not at first, rally for her true sensei and help prove him innocent. This option feels like the much more likely scenario and could even fuel Tori's ongoing redemption. Because Tori's finally on the right path, and with all that Kreese has done for her and her family's situation, he's definitely going to feel like there's a small debt to be owed to him, and she'll definitely want to return that favor. Because once she shows up back at class in the dojo, she's going to know something's up, especially now that she knows that Silver bribed the ref at the All Valley and Kreese is now MIA. I definitely think Silver's going to cook up some BS story about where Kreese is, and I do think that Tori's going to buy it at first. I could see her wanting to confront Silver about cheating at the tournament at first, but we all know that Silver's going to be expanding and opening more dojos, and since Tori's now an All-Valley champion, I do think that Silver's going to be wanting her as a sensei in her own dojo, and that could lead for an easy money-making opportunity for herself and her family. But once she finds out the truth and where Kreese is, she's going to do everything in her power that she can, even if that means going back to the LaRussos for help and fill them in about what's going on. But with that being said, guys, that'll do it for this video. Be sure to let me know down below in the comments section, what do you think is going to be happening to Kreese in Cobra Kai Season 5? You know what to do next. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed to Strike First Media. I got plenty more Cobra Kai Seasons 4 and 5 videos coming that you're not going to want to miss out on. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.